and Prashant and his friend's family stuck at the top of the roof. They were very lucky that his friend's home, Prashant's friend's home, was made of cement and other things, means which was a pakka house. Okay, and for around 36 hours they were stuck and they stay at the top of the house, top of the roof. And what happens? This was a blessing in disguise that a coconut tree fell on the rooftop and which did not let them die. Okay, which did not let them die of starvation. Means for 36 hours they only ate the coconut fruits. When all of them were stuck at the top of the roof, Prashant was very anxious about his family. He was thinking that his family would survive this threat or not. That is why he would be thinking to go his home. After 36 hours, when the heavy rainfall came down, and he decided to move to his home. When he was moving towards his home, he saw that the human dead bodies, human corpses, were floating on the water. There were carcasses of dogs, goat, cattle, and too many other animals. Okay, now what happens next? We will try to find out. When Prashant was coming to the home, sometimes there were no roads. Roads were eroded by the flood, and the water was sometime around neck deep, and sometimes the depthness was of water was too much and Prashant needed to swim. Okay, now we will try to find out what happens after that. Now finally Prashant has reached his village Kalikuda. This time he was stunned. Went cold means he was surprised. Okay, and once he stood near his house, near his home, he saw some of the remnants of its roof. Remnants means the remaining things. Okay, and he caught some of the belongings and some twisted branches he saw there that was visible in the dark water. Now he decided to visit the Red Cross shelter to look for his family. Actually, a Red Cross center are used to made to help the people who are struck with the natural calamities. Okay, these are called Red Cross societies. Now he has reached to the Red Cross society, and there was a crowd of people. At first, he saw his maternal grandmother who was very weak and very hungry and who rushed towards him and outstretched his hands. Her eyes were brimming. Brimming means sad. Okay. It was a miracle that they had long given him up for dead. Means their family thought that Prashant has died now. They were also surprised to see Prashant, and Prashant was also surprised to see them. Now, what happens next? They exchange some of the words, and the whole family gathered around him and they hugged him very tightly and they felt some relief. After some time, Prashant anxiously saw everyone. Now they were very sad faces. He saw his brother, he saw his sister, uncles, and aunts, and all of them were there and he hadn't lost any of the member of his family, but they were very anxious, they were hungry, and they were in relief now that they have found Prashant again. Now, next morning, when Prashant saw the desperate situations in the Red Cross shelter, he decided to take this situation on his hand because there were a crowd around 2500 in that shelter, and 86 lives or 86 people were still missing. Okay, and all the 96 houses has been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter, means the people around 2500, they were living in that Red Cross shelter for 4 days, and the facilities in that Red Cross shelter was very desperate, was not good. Okay, they were only surviving on the green coconuts, but there were not too many green coconuts now, and they have to do something else. That is why Prashant decided to take the situation in his hand, and he wanted to help all the members who were who were staying at Red Cross shelter, and these people were around 2500. Now we will try to find out how Prashant helped the people who are in Red Cross society and who are not getting the proper food, proper shelter for their children and for themselves. As I have already told you that Prashant was around 19-year-old, and he again gathered some of the people, some of the boys who were also 19-year-old or around 19-year-old, and he leaded them. All of them was from their village Kalikoda, and they organized some of the youths and pressurized the merchant again for the part of his rice. Means there was a rice merchant and they pressurized that rice merchant, and this time this delegation, this group of people won or get succeeded in their mission, and finally they got rice from this rice merchant, and no one cared. Okay, and there were too many people, but no one was caring about these things. No one was thinking about the rice and the other material which can be used for eating. They were only they were only dependent on the coconut trees. But now they have got the rice, and it was the time to roasting the rice. The other boys have gathered some of the branches of the trees to cook the rice. Now it was the first time in 4 days the survivors who are living in Red Cross society, they have filled their bellies with rice. Now the next task for Prashant and his group was to organize a team of volunteers. Volunteers means basically a kind of person who work for the welfare of others without money. Okay, they doesn't take any money for helping the others. These kind of people are called volunteers. So Prashant and his friends decided to organize a team of volunteers which can clean the shelter, and which can clean the urine, vomit, and floating carcasses. Carcasses means, I have already told that carcasses means the dead body of animals. Okay, and they also decided to to tend, means to cure the wounds and fractures of too many people they were having from that super cyclone. Now next one. On the fifth day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcel. Okay, but it did not return after that. Now what happens? The youth task force gathered empty utensils from the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the waters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomachs to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. As you can see in the picture, that some of the children lied on the ground and they were having some utensils on their stomachs, and these utensils basically were filled with water. Okay, that is how the sun rays can reflect from it and it can be easily seen by the helicopters. That was the thing that was done by the Prashant with the help of some of the children. Now this plan helped properly, and these boys or these utensils were seen by the helicopters. Now the helicopters were coming regularly for dropping the food and other basic needs. Now next. And Prashant found that there were too many children who had lost their parents, means they have become orphan now, and he brought all these orphan children together and he made a polythene sheet shelter for them, because the children who have their parents, they will manage the shelter and food, but the children who hadn't their parents, who have lost their parents, they were not able to organize these things. That is why Prashant decided to make a polythene sheet shelter for them. And the women were also mobilized, means they were also organized to look after these children. There were some of the women who were looking after these children, while the men who were living in these Red Cross societies, they were securing the food materials for the shelters. Okay, now next one. As you know that these people have already lost their houses were washed away, and there were some of the children who have already lost their parents, and there were some of the parents who have lost their children. That is why the grief was getting deeper and deeper, means the parents was thinking or remembering about their lost children, and the children were thinking about their parents, how they have lost their parents. Okay, and there were some of the women who have started in a program that was food for work program, and which was started by a NGO. NGO means non government organization. Okay, means there were some of the women who were persuaded by Prashant, and now they have started working in this program that was food for work. And he organized some sports event for the children who are still living in these Red Cross shelters. He himself loved to play cricket, and so he organized some of the cricket matches for the children also. Now he again talked to some of the volunteers also, and in helping the widows and the children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives. And initial government also planned to make some orphanage for the children and to make some of the institution for the widows, but this plan of government was resisted, means denied by the children or by the parents who have lost their children. Okay, and as it was felt that in such institutions children would grow up without love. Means if the student will if the government will open some of the institutions where the orphan children would be looked after by the people or some of the employees, means they will not get the love for which they are made of. Means actually they have lost their parents, and the government wanted to shift them in an orphanage. They wanted to make some of the institutions, some of the orphanage for them, but this decision was resisted by the people of Kalikuda. They thought that the children would not get the essential love which they need. Okay, and the widows will also would suffer the stigma of loneliness. Stigma means basically we can say here a problem. Okay, means the women who will also live in these institution, they will also feel loneliness, and because they have lost their husband, and they have lost their families. Now try to understand what step Prashant have taken, and it was a very good decision that time. Prashant's group, means he has a group of around 19-year-old boys. They decided that the orphans and the widows should be resettled. Okay, means the orphan children should get their carings, or this caring can be given by the widows who have already lost their husband and who has already lost their children. Okay, so that is why they decided that the children should be resettled in their own community, in their own society. Okay, and there was a possibility that a new foster families made up, means a families which are not actually natural, which are made up of. Okay, they wanted to make some families with childless widows, the widows who had lost their children. Okay, and there were some of the children without adult care. Okay, means there were some widows who have lost their husband in early age, or they have lost their children, and they didn't have any children at present time. That is why they can adopt the children who have got their parents in that super cyclone. So that was a very good settlement, that the widows have got a new children for them, and the children have also got some caretakers, or we can say some new parents in from this society. Now next one, this is the last paragraph. Now this is also an important one. This is the scene of after 6 months of this devastation in the block at Sama in the village Kalikuda. Okay, and this time Prashant's wounded face has healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. Okay, this time he is very happy. He hadn't any time to bother about himself. His handsome face is what the widows and orphan children of his village seek out most in his darkest hour of grief. It means his handsome face, the only face when the grief grows over the children or widows of the village, and he is the only one who used to help the orphan children or the or the widows of the village. That is why he hadn't any time, or he hadn't he hadn't any time to think about his problem, because he used to help the orphan children or the widows in their darkest hour of grief. Okay, when these widows or children were in grief, he was the only face who used to help everyone. Okay, this is the lesson we have completed here. Now I am going to summarize it quickly and try to understand it again. There is a boy whose age is 19-year old, and his name is Prashant, who used to live in a village. Its name is Kalikuda, and that Kalikuda is located around 18 kilometers from the Ersama block headquarter, and this Ersama block is located in Jagatsinghpur district, that is in Odisha. On 27th of October 1999, Prashant decided to meet his friend. That is why he decided to go to his friend's home, which was located in Ersama. But in the same evening, in the evening of 27th of October, a thunderstorm, wind, clouds, heavy rainfall came, and he was stuck there for 36 hours. Okay, and this thunderstorm and this heavy rainfall brought the flood in the area, and all the houses except some of the pakka houses were washed away, and there were too many people, hundreds of people, and animals and houses, trees were floating above the water. Okay, and Prashant and his family was compelled to stuck at the rooftop for 36 hours. Even they were very lucky that a coconut tree fell on the rooftop, so they got some of the coconuts, which helped them to survive in this condition. Okay, and after some time, after 36 hours, when the rainfall got down, he decided to go to home. He was thinking about his family, whether his family have survived from this wreath or not. When he was moving towards his home, he saw that the water was filled everywhere. Sometimes there were no road, the roads were eroded by the flood. There were human dead bodies, carcasses of dogs, goat, cattle, and buffaloes, and too many other animals. The water was around neck deep, and sometimes it was too deep that he needed to swim over the water. Okay, when he reached at his home, he found that his home has also washed away. There were some remnants of his rooftop, and there was some remnant of a tree. And finally he decided to go to Red Cross Society, and when he reached there, he found that all his family members were there. They were also surprised to see Prashant, because they thought that Prashant would not be able to survive in this super cyclone. Now, next morning, when Prashant saw the human beings or the crowd of people in that Red Cross shelter, that was around 2500, and still there were too many people missing in the village. He saw that the facilities in that Red Cross society was not good, because there were too many people, there was excess of people. Okay, that is why he decided to make a group of some of the boys who were around 19-year-old, and decided to organize the things and to provide the food and proper shelter to everyone. That is why he decided to talk with a rice merchant from where he got the rice, and there were some of the people, or most of the people, who ate rice after 4 days, who filled their bellies. Till then they were only dependent on the coconut fruits, and even these coconut fruits were about to end now. Now he decided to clean the shelter and to clean the urine and to clean the vomiting of human beings, because that could also cause some of the diseases in this area. Okay, and he also decided to cure the injuries of the people who that was got in the flood. After doing all these things, there was one more problem, that there were some widows and there were some children who was getting into a world of grief. Okay, they were becoming very sad because they have lost their family members, and finally Prashant decided to resettle them. So there was a settlement done that the widows would take care, or they will adopt the children who are orphaned. That is how it will help them in their loneliness, and they will be easily forget the previous things or forget the cyclone. That was the settlement done there. The orphan children would get their parents or caretakers, and the widows would get their children. Okay, this settlement was done there. After this, Prashant have become a face there who used to help to every orphan children and every widow in the village, because he was the only face to whom everyone can look for the help. Okay, that is how this lesson ends here. I hope all of you have understood it, and you will write down its question answers after watching this video. Thank you.